So I have Joy in the garage. She's trying to film a video for her Instagram, and she's going through the repetitions when it comes to filming, and that you try to get everything perfect, but obviously it's hard. And that's one of the things that I experienced, and even till this day I still do. So she's been going over and over again, and she's right there. Joy finally got her intro situated, and here's the before. So we're going to be doing a carbon fiber engine cover and an intake from Turner Motorsports. Thank you guys for sponsoring this video and project. So here's the before. This one's actually not even ours. This is David. Thank you for letting us use it. But we do
2 years later.
Let me show you guys the one that this car came with. So this is the one that came with the car. No offense, but come on, like, this is spray painted. It wasn't even done that good. Justin, if you ever watched this video, I know you didn't do this, but you know. So we are finally going to be replacing it. This is Beamer Invasion Prep, and I think in the future we're going to try to do the hardware as well. So guys, we have everything laid out, very minimal items. So we have the rubber, what are these? Rubber inserts, a rubber mount, I guess, for the heat shield to go in. It's a snap in. We have the gaskets that go on top of the heat shield. And we have a new filter, which looks super nice compared to the old one because the other one's super dirty. And then we have the art piece. Turner Motorsport carbon fiber. This one's really nice. Yeah, this is gonna look really good paired up next to the engine cover, which I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. So here we have it, guys. The intake is on. This one, I do want to say that we were having issues getting it to actually slide into the intake, the turbo inlet. So I realized that because it is plastic, with the cold weather, it tends to shrink. So what I ended up doing was I grabbed the heat gun and just heated up the edge of the plastic, and then I was able to slide this right in without any problem. So that's just a friendly tip for anybody that's having issues that does happen to get this intake. Heat it up and it'll slide right in. Other than that, this one does seem like it's a little bit I guess I would say stressed, because you have to turn it a little bit sideways to connect it, but it's not gonna break. And make sure you get your map sensor plugged in, and that's about it for the open end intake. So now what she's going to be doing is the easiest install that you can do. All we got to do is take this off. We're going to take the emblem off that engine cover and swap it over to the new one, which I'm going to show you guys in just a second. So in order to install the engine cover, we're going to have to remove the mounting tab that's back here. And also we're going to be removing this one over here. We're going to be relocating them to this area and this area right here. So here's the finished product, as you guys saw on the little B-roll that I did. I think the engine covers like that look a lot better. It reminds me of the N54s. I was never a big fan of the boxy ones, but they don't make any of these for the B58, so I have to be okay with the original design. But overall, everything fit pretty easy. This was just a kind of like a flaw on our end when it came to the installation. Everything else lined up how it should. So big thumbs up on the products. Highly recommend it if you guys are interested in spicing it up. Obviously, we already had an intake and it was an open intake, so I don't expect a lot of change in noise. But there might be a little bit just because this is carbon and the other one was plastic. But other than that, I mean, the filters are designed about the same. That one was just like super dirty, kind of embarrassing to look at. But the engine bay, we had to relocate the little mounting points to the front and on the side, and then everything else mounted. One thing I did notice, or we noticed, is that it wasn't, she had the red line. Is it red line? Red line, yeah, black line. See, I don't even know, but she had the black line oil cap cover. So the hole here was a little bit too narrow for that cover to fit, so I had to take mine out. And now I ended up getting a sponsorship from Joy for the oil cap. So the only thing about mine is just I don't really have anything red. Like, I'm taking the seats out, so I'm gonna see if I can strip it and maybe have like the raw finish. That way, so it'll match up with everything else that I'm gonna be doing in the future. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be it for the video.
Bye.
What is up, guys? So we have the F32 in the garage, so that means we're gonna be working on the Silverstone interior. I went ahead and did the backseat already, and I figure I might as well continue the video because there's no point of me making a separate video on this. So I went ahead and continued from Joy's video, and here we have the red seats that I still gotta take out. But I went ahead and did the back seat. What is going on with the camera? There we go. So we got the back seat done. Looks really nice in there with the black door panels. I decided to keep the door panels black just because it makes it look a little bit different than the typical M4 factory interior. I know I mentioned I want to do the door panels in Alcantara in the future. Obviously, that's not going to happen anytime soon. But for the meantime, I am going to be color matching the stitching from blue to black just because there's no point of having anything blue. This is going to gloss black and it'll look overall much cleaner than what it does now. So I'm not going to do a walkthrough of the installation. I'm just going to show you guys how it looks before and after. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're finally done with the seat swap, interior swap, and just take a look at this. Look at the blue with the white. This looks so much better. Really happy. The only downfall is that the seats are not in as good condition as the red. I've mentioned that already, but there is a shop in Greensboro that does a lot of repair work, which I feel like I've seen some of their work, and I'm pretty confident that they can get these seats looking brand new. And a little detail that I want to show you guys is, it might be hard to tell on camera, but the stitching, let's see if I can get it to focus. We have silver stitching right here and right there. And the seats are silver, technically. They look like a white color, but technically it's like a very, very light gray. But Silverstone, you get the name. And I just think it works, like it just works perfectly. So with that said, I think if I can get away with this, I've noticed that, or I found some pens online that are like fabric paints that you can kind of color in the stitching on these. And I'm gonna see if I can get a silver one and go over it. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll just go over it in black. But I have seen somebody do, I think they went from black stitching to blue. So I don't see why I shouldn't be able to go from blue to silver. And then I think the silver stitching would be like a nice little touch to kind of bring it in all together. Worst case scenario, like I said, I could do black stitching and then everything else would just match. Another thing too, that I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this stitching is not silver. It's actually like a gray. Kind of just matches that stripe that I have up here. But look, I've noticed that the stitching on the dash is gray too. So I don't know, it just kind of worked out. My F30 was the same way. I think all the F cars are like that, or at least the non-M's. They have gray stitching, and the gray stitching right here just kind of works out. I do want to get a set of pedals, so I might look into that and see if I can get them before the show. Other than that, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the interior. I wanted to do a OEM Plus for the inside, but let me know what you guys think. But that's gonna do it for today's video, for sure. This time, damn, look how good this looks. The blue and the white, or the blue and the silver, just flows. And my wheels have not came in yet, the new wheels that I ordered, so there's a big chance that I'm gonna have to rock the TEs. But to be honest, the TEs with the color of the seats is gonna match even better than what the red and the white did. I think whenever I had the TEs and the red seats with the blue, I think it was just too much going on. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, thank you once again, Turner Motorsport, for partnering up with this project for one, and the F30 as well. And also, let me know if you guys prefer the red seats or the Silverstone interior with the blue. Honestly, I gotta say, I think blue is probably the best combination. Well, the blue and the Silverstone is probably the best. But I did speak to a few people that actually like the red more than the silver. But I'll let you guys be the judge. At the end of the day, you know, this was my decision. I'm happy with it. And I look forward to seeing you guys at Beamer Invasion. Let me know if you guys are going, and I'll see you guys there. Or I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.